How's it going, guys? Welcome to another video. It is with great excitement and pride that I bring you this video of like 130 hours worth of editing work of Patrick Thompson and celebrating him getting a job. If you don't know who Patrick is, it's the student I've been following at Lambda School for the past 8 months just about, and he finally graduated and he got a job for $121,000, no degree, and I went to go visit him, and you can see his living style. He lives in a 500 square foot apartment with his mom and his 2 kids, and you know, I went there with 5 people and his friend, and now we got 6 people, and it gets really crowded really fast. And if he can do Lambda School and graduate and get a job, which he did, there's no excuse not to be able to do this. And then Lambda launched their new thing. It's like this Pioneer update where they give you $2,000 a month so you can pay all your bills and pay all your expenses while you go to Lambda School. This video is kind of different. It's a little bit of like a documentary, vlogumentary, I don't know what you want to call it, but we go travel around and kind of celebrate his graduation to the different beaches, and I interview him while we do that, and that's what this video is. Let me say that this video is not sponsored by Lambda School at all. I paid for my Airbnb, I paid for the plane tickets, I paid for our gas to travel to these places, I paid for our food when we went out to eat. Like, I paid for all this. This is all out of my pocket. I want to go visit these people that I work with so that you guys can see that this is real. The only thing that I have from Lambda School is a referral link, and if you use it, you get $250. You like that transition? That's literally the only thing I have. It's the link that you use. If you sign up with Lambda, it supports the channel, you get $250 when you graduate. That's it. Everything else, out of my pocket. Like, nothing was paid up front. I just want you guys to know, because I keep seeing these comments that are like, this whole channel is just a show for It's not. Lambda was the only one that said, yeah, here's our Slack. Come in and ask if you can follow a student. So now that we have that out of the way, again, let me just say that this video is different. It's kind of spaced out. I would put timestamps, but then you'd have to go to like 9 different timestamps to find the different interview questions. So it's meant to be watched in its entirety. It's a long video. It's about 22 minutes, but I put a lot of work into this to make it kind of feel like something that you would see on TLC or A&E. And I know that by trade, I'm an engineer or a developer or whatever. I'm not a filmmaker, but I'm working on it because I want to tell this narrative. I don't care how many views this video gets at all. I just want to do Patrick's story justice and showcase that he is, you know, this is real, and he has struggled and he has succeeded. And that's what this channel is about. It's about showing that it's possible to do it if you're just consistent with everything. I'm really excited for you, Patrick. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for taking me to all these places. I'd never been to San Francisco before. If you do enjoy this video, please hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. Check out the Discord. We have over 8,300 people in there. It's kind of like a Stack Overflow, but with, you know, less jerks, I guess. So if you got questions or anything, or you can come talk to me there too. It's all good. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. If you guys have been watching the channel for any amount of time, you know that I've kind of wanted to spice things up a little bit on the channel. But not to mention, one of my goals is to meet the people that I work with on this channel. It's actually about 8:10 in the morning, and I have a plane to catch in about 2 hours. One thing that you would never really think about, I guess, if you watch these videos, is how much stuff that a YouTuber actually has to pack just to make these videos. Let me just show you. So we got a Sigma lens, we got a 100 to 400 millimeter lens. This is the creeper lens, as I like to call it. We got the laptop charger here. We got some more cords so I can charge all this stuff. More cords, we got GoPro underneath that. We have a microphone and 2 camera batteries. We have a mouse here. I have a laptop. I bought this bag because I thought it was gonna fit, and it's just like, nope, so close. I have this mic on this camera, and I have a Gorilla Pod here, kind of like a little Team Fortress 2 gun. And then DJI drone here, the drone charger, batteries in there. So that's just some of my stuff that's not even close to what's in my office. Maybe I'll do like, what's in my bag 2019 video if you guys want to see that. Maybe I'll do that. Anyways, it is 9:03. Yeah, I gotta get to the airport.
Going to the airport?
Yes, sir.
Keep to the right, everybody. Right side. Keep to the right side.
Have a good one. It's actually super crowded. Got sniffed. by the doggos at the gate because I had some duck fluff in my boot. It's kind of a madhouse.
There you go.
Thanks.
Use your electronic device in your seat. Please do not adjust your seat for assistance. Please
Flight Deck crew just getting ready to start our initial descent into the Bay Area. Right now we're about 30 minutes from touching down. Scheduled arrival time is 12:32. Looks like we'll touch down right around 12:10, getting us in the gate a few minutes ahead of schedule. Right now we're going into gate number 43. Latest arrival weather in San Francisco. Pretty nice day down there. Light winds out of the east with good visibility, and the temperature today is right around 54 degrees. Thanks for joining us. We certainly appreciate it.
Yeah, so I booked a trip for 4 days. I've never been to California. I've never met Patrick before, but part of the channel is that I can come meet the people that I make videos with, and you can see that this is all real life job offer that he got. It's gonna change his life, and yeah, we're just here to celebrate and kind of show what you can create through learning code. I think this is the first time you've had a break in a really long time.
Yeah, it's the first time I don't have to wake up at 7 a.m. wondering what the hell I'm doing for the day.
We're in San Jose, which is kind of like San Francisco, where all the companies are, and I've never been here. Food's here. Thank you.
Let's eat this wheat, boys.
What's been the most difficult thing about living in California?
The exorbitant prices.
What would you tell people that live in California that are looking for developer jobs?
Only work in the tech sector.
So normally everyone sees from the webcam behind your head, right there, facing over here. This is your whole room basically. This is where you sleep.
Yep.
It pulls out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then in here is just the one room where your mom and the kids sleep, right?
Yeah.
And then back here is Discord mom and the kitchen. So how much is this a month?
2,000, right, Mom?
And what's the square footage on this?
It's like 800 square feet, right? What? 5. Oh, 500. Okay, even less than I thought.
What's the plan? Are you gonna upgrade?
I pay help my mom with rent, half it, so she can kind of bring down her debt. Then I think the plan after that is, we're not sure. I'm either gonna go out and do my own thing, or maybe we'll go upgrade to something a little bit bigger, so for the kids and stuff. I don't know. That's like 2 or 3 years down the line, though.
Why?
Well, one, because then I can save up, because I'm paying not, 3 or 4 grand a month for an apartment by myself. I'm helping my mom out, and then I'm paying off land at the same time. So. Oh, there's a law in California where you can't raise the rent more than 5% a year. Oh, just San Jose, because rent control. So that's the only reason it goes up like $100 every month or year.
So they would just raise it as much as they could.
Originally, yeah, that's why they put rent control in place.
And those apartments across the way, how much do they cost?
The ones. Yeah, those over there, those are luxury apartments. So for like a 2-bedroom, you're looking at, what was it we looked at last time? 3.8, 2,800 for the studios, and then for like a 2-bedroom, it's 3.5 to 4,000, depending on floor plan. See, one of the reasons I wouldn't want to live by the beach is because of the constant amount of people walking.
True. What are you looking forward to most?
I think just financial stability and the fact that I can just do what I want, honestly.
What are you most excited about for your kids?
The fact that I can provide great insurance for them if in case anything bad happens. Right now, they're kind of on like Medi-Cal, which is taxpayer.
Medi-Cal, is that a California thing?
That's, yeah, so if the taxpayers pay for it for people who have low income.
Right.
And I don't feel right because it feels scummy taking money from taxpayers.
Yeah, but you don't have the income. But
yeah,
you will.
I get that, but I will, right?
Yeah.
So it'll be nice getting off that because then I feel like I'm providing. No, I think my favorite thing is I'll be able to actually do things with my kids, like go to like Legoland maybe for Jonah, who loves Legos, you know, stuff like that, and I won't really like have to think about the money per se, I guess. That seems like it'll be a nice trade-off. And then I can get like a nice family-safe car finally. Two-door isn't really cohesive to a family.
What are you afraid of the most?
Getting fired.
Really?
Yeah, honestly.
Imposter syndrome?
Yeah. I feel like it's just like this big disconnect between what you think they expect and what they actually expect, probably. And so I think that they want like an engineer who can just do what you want the minute that's asked. It needs to be done that day. When I bet in reality it's like 3 months for a feature, 2 months for a feature.
Do you want to go inside this house, take a look at what a $4 million house looks like? No, I'm serious.
It's probably an open house.
It is. It says it right there.
Oh,
We're just looking. Is that okay?
oh, sure, absolutely.
Can I film a little
What
bit?
you're going to be looking at is 2,500 square feet on 2 levels. It's kind of the living level. There are a couple of modest bedrooms and a bath back here. It's on an oversized lot at $3,750,000.
So what's the first thing you're gonna buy when you get that salary?
If I'm gonna get, like, my first big purchase would probably be a new car. Model 3 probably, just because then I don't have to pay for smog here.
What do you think your first day on the job is gonna look like?
Hectic.
Did they tell you what you're gonna be doing on the first day of your job?
So they said I would be working with their outsourced engineering team to kind of come up with a plan for the first 90 days to see if we need to convert to a newer tech stack versus the older one. They run on a .NET.
.NET?
Yeah, and then they push HTML to the front end.
You're on candid camera.
So you're the first one in the US.
Yes, I would be the
And they're
first
all-
one at their office too.
And they're all in.
India.
How's that make you feel?
Important, I guess.
Do you feel like that's a secured position?
That's yet to be seen. Who knows? I might be out of a job next
Do you
week.
know why? Did you ask them like why they're looking for someone in office?
Because they want to start actually growing an engineering team for their software. Because now that they've gotten everything that they need down for their back end and business model, they want to start working on their front end and software stuff.
And how many interviews did you have?
With them?
Yeah.
3.
3 interviews?
Yes. And it was in person. I went down to their office and I sat there. I met the CEO and then met with the CTO, and we sat down and talked about like my first 90 days. What would that look like? And then kind of coming up with like an idea of what I would need personally for a computer, like budget-wise, and then just what my first 90 days would look like, really.
What did he ask you how much money you think you would need for your
Yes,
computer?
he did.
He did?
Yes.
You said $800?
No, I said about $1,000 to $2,000. But he
And then-
said that they provided monitors, so I was like,
Yeah, but that's not hardware.
I don't know.
You'll be okay.
Patrick can't come down this path because he brought the dog, but me and Jose can. And Jose's been driving everywhere, so thanks, Jose. So this right here is a huge redwood tree. I'm pretty sure this is where they shot that Star Wars scene with like the speeders. Like, look at this. How long have you known Patrick?
I think somewhere around 10 or more years.
Do you think he's serious about when he puts his mind to stuff?
Very. He's extremely serious about it. What's going on right now and how he's got interviews and everything goes to show how serious he is.
Did he ever complain to you when he was like gonna quit? Did he ever complain to you about the school?
No.
Like he thought it was too hard? Or...
He kept encouraging me to try and do it myself, but he's never complained about it to me. He's always looked tired, of course, you know, right after, but he's always been very serious about it.
What do you think his main driving reason is to do this?
To support his family and to have a comfortable life and be able to make it, you know?
I feel like he probably doesn't complain a lot about what he has, you know, because he lives with his kids when his kids are there and his mom when his... I don't know, it's a pretty packed 500 square feet.
Yeah.
But he doesn't ever complain about it.
No, he takes it in stride. He doesn't complain about it. I mean, it's a struggle, but he gets through it.
Arlo. How far was your walk? How long do you think you're gonna work at that job?
The one that gave me the offer?
Yeah.
If I take it, I think best bet a year, see what they reoffer me upon a performance evaluation, and then see what my, options are from there.
Did they tell you they were gonna give you a performance evaluation?
Yeah, at 6 months and then at a year.
Did they tell you what happens? Do you get a raise? Do you...
Yeah, so according to them, upon performance, depending on how well I do, I can get up to a 30% raise.
Normally it's like 10 to...
Well, that's for the year. So it'd be split up into 2 chunks.
How big is the company?
They're kind of small, but they're a finance company. So like they do financing for solar panels for like schools and churches and parks. They can't really afford it.
How are they funded?
Through lenders, banks. They have 2 fronts that they have to, go through. They have investors on one side, and then they have what's called installers, which use their front-end app to kind of quote for people that they go out to who knock on doors and stuff. So they'd be like, knock on a school's door. Not a school, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then they're like, hey, we know you don't have solar panels, blah, blah, blah. They do their spiel. And then they have a tablet with them, and that tablet will help them like put in the numbers. And then the UI is supposed to spit out like a finance option for them. And so that's what they do, is provide that UI front end. And then they provide the lending for the schools.
Have you seen the app? Have you seen the code?
Yeah, I've seen it, a little bit of it. They showed me some of it. I had to sign an NDA, so I can't really discuss it.
Basically, it was spaghetti?
Spaghetti to the... Yeah, yes.
Mom spaghetti?
Mom spaghetti. Yeah.
Already?
You can tell that they did the very minimum to get it to work. If I could do it my way, I would just switch to React on the front end.
Did you propose that?
Yes. They asked, they were like, well, should we do a total completely just revamp and add like completely like new whatever? And I'm like, well, we could definitely do it on the front end. It wouldn't be that hard. We would just have to make API routes for using CNET.
Do they have a CTO?
Yes.
In India?
No, here.
What? But what? Wouldn't that be a question for the CTO?
Well, I asked him, and I said, why are these guys offsite in India? And he said it because it was cheaper than hiring an engineering team at the moment.
And so, are they regretting that decision, and that's why they're hiring you?
Probably. I didn't get that much info out of them.
Today's the last day here. Yesterday we went to San Francisco and drove around, and I asked him a few questions, and I filmed the entire ride there. And then just now when I was transferring the footage over, I deleted the folder that had that, but I have some of it. I think we're ready. Patrick, you look pretty dope on your scooter there. happened to your elbow?
I fell doing a half pipe off of the corner pike. No, I kind of fell off my bike in a parked position.
Anyways, today we're actually going to the office of Lambda School and we're going to meet Austin. We're going to sit down with him. I've never met him. Patrick's never met him. That's the plan. So Patrick's probably still asleep, and I went to the store when I first got here to buy all of this food so that I could cook for everybody, and I haven't cooked a single thing. I've just been eating garbage this whole time, so I'm gonna cook some breakfast. Over 300 gigs of footage just from 2 days of filming here. Absolutely insane. So, you've never met Austin before, right?
Nope, never.
The office on Google Maps looks like
An old rundown Victorian home.
it looks like a place where, yeah, so I think it's gotta be a brand new office. But I don't know if it's the same place where like the people sleep, you know, like their little thing that they're trying
That's where they sleep.
So that's the same office?
That'd be so, I don't think so.
What would you ask Austin? Do you have any questions for him, do you think?
Get rid of my debt, please. Make me pay zero back, please, senpai. Make it like 1%.
That would be completely unfair, but I mean, it's worth a shot. He's the CEO, he'd probably make it happen.
I can't do it either.
Alright. And before we get demonetized, let's go. Alright, so we're here, ready to go.
Yeah, we're outside Lambda HQ. I guess.
Looks a lot different than I thought it would.
I mean, if you looked at the photo on Google Maps, I don't know.
Well, I mean, at least it's an like actual inhabitable building. 710, right?
Yeah, 710.
Yeah, so that we're getting a new office in a couple weeks, but this is you're looking at it. This is Silicon Valley startup. I mean.
I think a lot of people think programming's not for them just because it's hard, right?
Yeah.
And it's normal that it's hard. And you're gonna have bad days. You're gonna want to quit. You're gonna want to give up, as we've seen. Yeah, and a whole lot of programming is just like being able to fight through that. So we're probably gonna go for living stipends instead.
2K?
Which we just announced. Yeah, $2,000 a month for 9 months.
Pretty cool.
We might still do some stipend project. It probably won't be in San Francisco. It's just so expensive. We were asking people what they wanted, why they're not paying for code schools, and everybody basically said, because I don't have that kind of money, and I don't want to risk that kind of money. So we went around to all the code schools and said, hey, why don't you do something that's free up front?
People want to know probably the placement rates, if you have them.
Yeah, I mean, our first several classes are all north of 80%. I mean, we published our first SIR report, so now you can just look them up online. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess that's it. That's the end of the video. Thanks for letting me come out, hang with me, Patrick. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Just join us for playing the 30th country.
Patrick, if you had one food left to eat, what would you go get? Where are you going to breakfast? What's your favorite breakfast food in California? He memes in real life too. It's not fake.